Welcome, everyone, to episode 36 of our podcast. Always want to start with a few announcements. I will be in Miami for our Manifesting Your Soul's Destiny seminar. This is level 2, which is Limitless Abundance, where the entire 8 hours is dedicated to how to build the vessel of prosperity and abundance. I'm extremely practical and tactical, as well as spiritual, in helping all of us both create and scale that which is our purpose. It's also a seminar where we break through the limited mindsets that might be holding us back. And what I've noticed is within 24 hours of people taking these seminars, they are seeing their destiny shift, because once you open up that vessel in your consciousness, all the energy starts pouring in immediately. Then I'll be in New York, April 6th for the same seminar. I'll be back in Los Angeles, April 27th for level 3. And even if you haven't taken the first 2 levels, it does not matter. They are equally powerful, just the subjects are different. And I'll be going into deeper Kabbalah, advanced reincarnation, astrology, and some of the more mystical aspects of this wisdom. And then May 4th, I will be in London, my only stop in Europe. So would love to have you. And if you even fly down, I promise you it will be worth it. I've also, after 4 months of working on it, released my newest masterclass, a new digital series for you called Your Infinite Soul. You can find it on my website or on yourinfinitesoul.com. I made it a pay what feels right to you model, as I want to bring this wisdom out to the world and you feel what is right for you and the value that you are receiving. I want everyone to be able to access this wisdom of Kabbalah without being subject to any financial difficulties. And it is so exciting because a lot of people have asked, how is it different than Kabbalah 1? It is different than anything I have given before. It is deeper, it is updated, and I have taken your feedback about how to improve Kabbalah 1 and how to improve and talk about different subjects that you have desired. And I have created this digital series around that. And I will be coming out with level 2, 3, 4, and 5 shortly. I've been working on all of that right now. So what is the energy of this week? It's actually one of the most profound energies. This podcast is dropping on Friday. And so this is the first day of Aries, essentially, the new moon of Aries, which Kabbalistically represents actually the beginning of the year. This is the seed level of the entire year. And with every seed level, we have the energy of the entire fruit in the seed. And so, somebody once asked me, what's the difference between a new moon, a full moon, the beginning of something, the middle of something, or the end of something? And the truth is, we are in a reality that is bound by time. So in this physical world, the new moon, for example, is considered to be one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful aspect of the month, because it is the seed level, the embryonic state. In Kabbalah, we call it the keter, the crown. It is where everything begins and can be manifested. Whatever our thoughts are, our words are, and our actions are at a seed level determines what the fruit will be like. So how we are behaving, not just on this day, but actually the sages say for the first 12 days of Aries, it determines the 12 months of the year. Each day actually is ruled and controlled by a different astrological sign. Kabbalistically, astrology is not just about horoscopes. Astrology is indicative of what our soul's correction was on the day that we entered into this world. So based on your soul correction, based on the fears that you brought from past life, based on the various forms of darkness that we have not corrected, the challenges we have not overcome in a past life, our soul will be born under a certain astrological influence that is mirroring what our soul has brought into this world. So it's not that astrology is controlling us. It's just impelling us to be a certain way. But our goal spiritually is to rise above all the astrology. And when you rise above astrology, you're rising above time. And when you rise above time, you're entering the world of miracles. And that is how you are manifesting the destiny that you want. So yes, these 12 days are very important. They are seed level embryonic days. But the truth is, what difference does it make if we are in these 12 days or any other 12 days? And this is the power of consciousness. So on one hand, the Kabbalist will always explain to you the DNA and the blueprint of the physical and spiritual world. But if you are living in the spiritual world, you can rise above all of it. Every single day for you should be like the first day of the year. Every single day should be like a new year. Every single day should be like your birthday. Every single day should be the most powerful day of your life. This is actually the highest levels of consciousness. It says about the Sabbath that is a very powerful day in the week where all souls in this world, this is not just something that belongs to a certain religion, to Jews or to Christians. The Sabbath is actually a day where every soul in this world can tap into its perfected state. That means your perfected soul is available more between Friday night and Saturday night, anywhere you are in the world, than any other time in the week. But there's also a story about how the great sages, you think of someone like Moses, or you think of someone like King David, or Joseph from the Old Testament. These are souls that walk this earth that actually finish their correction. It says that Moses, King David, Joseph, Abraham, they are all souls that were born on the same day that they actually died. So for example, Moses was born on the 7th day of Pisces. He also died on the 7th day of Pisces. He had a full 120 years that he lived exactly to the day, a full cycle. Because souls that have fully finished their correction often leave on the same day that they are born. And this is true of all the great sages that lived over 2,400 years ago. And so it says about them that every day they lived was like a Sabbath, meaning if you looked at their face shined with their perfected soul. They reached such a high level of consciousness that you felt you were in the energy sphere of a Sabbath when you were around them. So it's very interesting. The Sabbath didn't occur once every 7 days for these great souls. They lived in a constant state of Sabbath, in a constant state of an elevated soul. So what does that mean for us? Yes, we have 7 days into the week and each day is different energetically, but it does not have to be this way. Every day can be a Sabbath. Every single day is the most powerful day of your life. Every single day you determine through your consciousness, through your thoughts, through your words, through your actions, through your behavior, which then mimic your desire, who you are and what you want this day to be like. We live in a society where we are constantly being dictated by others what something should be, who we should be, how we should behave, how we should dress, how we should talk, we should act. But many times we know that the highest soul is often the black sheep of the family. It's the one that is doing things differently. If you are the black sheep, if you are the one that people disagree with, if you are the one that is always being shamed, or people don't often believe in you or they see things differently, it is indication that you are a high soul. But does that mean that we can just do whatever we want in this physical world? We can just fight everybody? In fact, you've heard me say this many times. We should rise above politics. We should rise above culture clashes. We should rise above activism. We should rise above all the fighting, because what is the point of all of it? All you have to do is be the light. Be the light of the Creator. And the light of the Creator is a giving force. So the way you actually do it, the sages say, is in this physical world, you should blend in. Don't try to be so radical in the way you dress, in the way you think, in the way you do things when you're amongst people. It is important that when in Rome, we are making people feel comfortable and we are respecting traditions and cultures and values. If you go visit someone in their home, you respect their home. If they say, take off your shoes, you don't say, well, I'm an individual. I walk with shoes, so I'm not taking off my shoes. That's simply disrespectful. And now you are not like the light of the Creator. So when we are in society, we must adapt. We must give. We must add value wherever we go. However, the spiritual thing to do is on the inside, there should be a raging rebellion. On the inside, you should think differently. On the inside, you should realize that you do not need anyone's validation. On the inside, you should realize that all that matters is your consciousness. All that matters is certainty. All that matters is the creation of value. Someone once asked me, what is giving? How do I know if I'm giving? You're giving if you are creating value. Do you think the people around you are saying that you create value whenever you are around? Are you that person that everybody wants to invite on vacation, to events, to spend time? When someone's making a guest list for a party, are you at the top of this list? Who are the ones that are invited? It's the ones that bring energy, not the ones who take energy. If you're not invited somewhere, why take it personally? People would invite you if you added value. So it's not messaging someone saying, why didn't you invite me? That's like messaging someone and saying, why don't you love me? It's about creating the value. Take it as a message. If you were not invited to something, take it as a message to increase the value that you create. Become like the light. Make your light shine so bright that everyone must experience it, must feel it, must have it. So often in life, we're trying to force other people to do things or feel a certain way. But in reality, it is upon us to shift to higher levels of our soul, to new destinies. And think of how freeing that feels, knowing that this is all up to you. Does it calm your nerves to think that you need to make 8 billion people like you? To convince them? Are you now going to go do PR on yourself to all your friends and family and community and the whole world? Imagine we are on a constant PR campaign all the time, trying to get people to like us and believe in us or approve of us. When the sages say, all you need to do is act like the creator. All you need is the approval of the creator. Kabbalah gives the whole system. We're not just throwing out slogans. Kabbalah is giving the whole system, the whole outline of what to do every single second of the day to transform our consciousness, to transform our negativity, to access the vibration of the creator, and to have affinity of form. What Rav Ashlag, the great Kabbalist, says is called divikut, cleaving to the creator, oneness. So yes, when you have certainty, even when everything looks ugly and everything is confusing and you're not getting the answers you want, we pause, we say, what a gift. This is the gift, the fact that I have darkness that I can choose to have certainty in. And we say, I have certainty that this is good. I don't know how it's going to be good. I don't see it. I don't feel the good yet. But I know without a shadow of a doubt this is good. And now you've become like the light, because the light is certain. When you're not certain, you don't have the light. And when you don't have the light, you have darkness. And when you have darkness, you don't get invited to the party. Do you like inviting darkness to your party? Imagine when somebody's making a guest list, they're looking at the names, and they can feel your soul. They can actually feel that you're sad. At that moment, you're sad about something, somewhere. They don't even know where you are in the world, but you're sad about something. Something didn't go your way. And they're looking at the guest list like, I don't know. I don't think we're going to invite this person. Well, why shouldn't we invite them? I don't know. I just feel like we shouldn't. But you could have not even made the guest list, but your name, your essence keeps coming to someone's mind. And they can't even shake it. You just keep appearing in their auric field. That's because you're elevating your consciousness. Even if you're 5,000 miles away, they are feeling you. And they don't even know why. They feel they need to get on a phone and text you or message you or reach out to you. All of a sudden, social media draws them to you. Who knows? But we don't have to make those calculations. There are infinite calculations that the Creator is making for us. All you have to do is sign up with the Creator. It is always about simplifying things. This is the week, this is the energy where we can become simple. That's what the Aries is. It's simple. It's like a child. It's the first sign of the zodiac. This is why Aries typically, you meet them, they always look cute, they always look young, and it seems like they age slower than everybody else. It is the child energy. It is the energy of simplicity. It is the energy of being present and having fun. So many of us are trying to plan our future, plan our lives, plan our budgets. And if you really think about it, every time you hear one of these quotes, I sat with someone who was on his or her deathbed. I said, what did you learn in life? What would you do differently? They all say the same thing. All the things that you're worried about, all the things that you're stressed out about right now, all the things you're afraid of, they will mean nothing. There was no reason to be afraid of them. The Creator has your back. The Creator wants to create miracles for you every second of every day. In fact, the miracles have already been created. We just have to step into the reality where we get to enjoy them, see them, and experience them. There's a parallel reality happening right now, with an avatar of you that is having the most amazing life. And all the desires are fulfilled. So why are you choosing to live in a destiny right below that, where you do not feel the fulfillment? No one is going to save you or take you to that place. Whoever you're waiting for to apologize, whoever you're waiting for to forgive them, whoever you're waiting for to come whisk you off your feet or be the man or woman of your dreams, they do not exist in the current reality that you are in. Otherwise, you would have experienced them. You cannot find what you're looking for in your current existence. Otherwise, you wouldn't be experiencing it right now. We must shift. The only way to shift is to act like the Creator. The only way to act like the Creator is to experience pain and darkness for a moment, and then choose that it is an illusion. It is a test that was planted since the beginning of time to help you shift to your higher destiny. It is good. Everything you're experiencing right now is good. The rejection is good. The failure is good. The loss is good. The loss of money is good. The sadness you're experiencing, this is also good. If you're feeling sad, say, this is good. I feel sad. It is good. Lean into it. Become the one that chooses it. Don't let sadness choose you. You can choose sadness. There's nothing wrong with saying, I'm going to be sad. I'm choosing it for 1 hour. That's actually very powerful. The sages say that the most powerful thing you can do is to think about the day of your death. Imagine your funeral. Imagine what people are saying. Imagine what people are feeling. Imagine your whole funeral. It's actually very positive because you're choosing to experience death so that you can enjoy life. Now, if you're driving on the freeway and all of a sudden you start having intrusive thoughts about getting killed or dying, that's negative. And you're allowing those intrusive thoughts to control your mind, that's negative. That's disconnecting you from the vibration of miracles. But if you want to pull over the car and say, hey, I'm going to spend right now 5 minutes of visualizing my death, that's actually very positive. So no, people are like, well, if I think that way, aren't I creating it? No, that's not how that works. You're only creating a negative reality if you're allowing it intrusively to come to you and you welcome it in when you are the effect, not the cause. But if you are proactively choosing to feel a certain way because you believe by feeling that way, it will help you become more like the Creator. You believe that if you think about the day of your death, you'll be able to enjoy your life today more. You believe that if you choose to visualize what it is like to have a life with no money, you can appreciate the money you have now. That is positive. That is a high vibration. That is how you access the world of miracles. So we are all waiting for something to manifest. We can all feel that. Each one of us are waiting and we're waiting. When is this going to happen? When is this going to come? As we end, I want you to believe that it has already come. I want you to believe that you already have everything. I want you to walk the streets with the consciousness and energy and vibration that you are the light of the Creator. And then I want you to act like the light of the Creator. What would the Creator do? The Creator creates value. The Creator creates. The Creator is a producer, not a consumer. Don't wait for anyone to make you happy. Don't complain to anyone. Don't try to get anyone to fix you, help you, save you. Take this moment now with the new moon of Aries. This entire month, the seed level. We know that everything in the seed level is perfected, embryonic. There is no disease. There is no cancer. There's nothing but pure light. This is what we say about children. They are pure light. So be pure light now. Don't worry about all the things that you don't have. The moment you let go of them, they will come by the way. They will come through the back door. They will come through what's called the acharayim, the back of the vessel. And we'll talk more about that next time.